It's early morning along the Front Range, and we are set up at Leiden Siding along the Moffat Tunnel Sub. If you look in the distance, you can see a light power move coming down Big Ten Curve. Ahead by about 8 miles is a loaded crude oil train slowly coming down the mountain. The sun hadn't quite risen up as high as we needed, so the train was covered by shadow. It wouldn't be long until the light power showed up, with some EMD SD70Ms on point. Fast forward a couple hours, and Amtrak's California Zephyr is making its run up the Moffat. On point is Amtrak 184, specially painted in Amtrak's short-lived Phase 4 livery, which was painted in celebration of Amtrak's 40th anniversary in 2011. 184 sadly would be stripped of its Phase 4 paint not long after this was shot, being replaced by Amtrak 164, which celebrated Amtrak's 50th anniversary instead. We set up at Tunnel 1 to capture the Heritage Unit. Following close behind Amtrak is the Rocky Mountaineer, which is currently leasing Union Pacific SD70Ms, as their own power is currently in the process of getting equipped with Positive Train Control, or PTC. Train action on the Moffat came to a halt, so me and the gang trotted over to Acequia along Colorado's joint line to catch the BNSF Employee Appreciation Special, which is making its debut out of Denver, taking a tour around the BNSF Kansas Division for a few months. We followed the train south to a location known as Orsa, just on the outskirts of Castle Rock. While on the chase, we got a tip that a Grinstein SD70MAC was leading a northbound empty coal, so we deviated to Main 2 just in time to catch it. The Employee Appreciation Special would halt at Palmer Lake to let the Slayton to Denver manifest and an empty coal pass by. This Slayton train just barely crests the summit at Palmer Lake, with only 2 motors pulling this entire train. The empty coal following behind is having a much easier time over the Palmer Divide. Once the 2 northbounds are clear, we get one final glimpse at our Employee Appreciation Special. We get a closer look at the Pullman coaches, which is a collection from both the CB&Q and Santa Fe railroads, once used for their luxury passenger trains back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. They have since been renovated and are now used for BNSF business trains. Before we finish off this video, we catch one more empty coal climbing the Palmer Divide, putting on quite the smoke show. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon, along the Front Range and beyond. Have a good night and goodbye.